All right, so you've tried Amazon FBA and you're still not making any money, and that could be for a bunch of different reasons. But in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons that could be the reason that you're not making any money. What's going on, guys? Marvin here. Welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. And make sure to hit the thumbs up button because it does help the channel grow and I'll really appreciate it. Also, check down the description, free trainings, free Facebook groups, my Instagram, playlist, a bunch of stuff for you guys that will really help you out if you're doing Amazon wholesale. All right, so what are my 5 reasons for why you are not making any money with Amazon FBA? So like I said, there could be a bunch of different reasons that maybe you're doing something wrong or you're just not knowing how to create these certain relationships. But I'm going to give you 5 reasons that I think are super common that prevent people from making it a successful business when they're trying to get into wholesale. And you guys are going to want to stay until the end because the last reason that I give you is probably the most important. It's probably the biggest reason why people fail at this business. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the first reason is that you don't know how to find suppliers, and those suppliers that you do know how to find, you don't know how to vet out properly to know if they're a great supplier or a good supplier. In this business, in Amazon wholesale, you need suppliers. You can't do this business without having suppliers and without having good relationships. But finding suppliers isn't the whole piece of the puzzle. There's a bunch of pieces to Amazon wholesale, and one piece is finding suppliers. It's not that difficult. So once you figure out how to find suppliers, you still need to know how to vet out those suppliers. And that's another missing puzzle piece that you need to master so that you can create good relationships, so that you can know if it's somebody that's even worth your time, so that you know how to move forward with this supplier or if you should stay away from that supplier. So you need to learn that, because if you're just going and finding random suppliers that aren't good because you don't know how to find suppliers, that's probably a big reason why you can't find any products, because you don't know what you're doing yet. You're still kind of stumbling your way across. So number one, huge reason why can't find suppliers, can't vet out suppliers. And after you watch this video, you can go back and watch one of my old videos where I show you how to find suppliers and I show you how to vet out suppliers as well. All right, so reason number 2, which I think is super common in rookie sellers, right? New sellers that are coming onto Amazon wholesale and trying to create a business don't realize this mistake that they're making. They don't lead with value. They have more of an attitude of, what can I get from them? What can they give me? They're not giving me this, they're not giving me that. And that's a terrible mindset to have. You always want to lead with value, because if you give value, the universe will reciprocate, right? The suppliers will reciprocate, and then you're going to build better relationships. You're going to find better products, but you need to lead with value. And that can be very, very small things. I've gone over in one of my most recent videos of how to give value to your suppliers. But if you don't lead with value, you aren't going to create a relationship that other people that are leading with value are going to create. You're never going to be quite to their level, okay? So number 2, super important, super common mistake in rookie sellers. All right, number 3 is another big one. You can't handle rejection. Rejection is just part of this business, and you need to learn how to deal with that and not let it affect you, because if you let it affect you and you let it slow you down, that's a huge mistake, because now you're slowing down, going backwards and backwards instead of moving forward, instead of falling forward. I have a bunch of students that have an incredible attitude when it comes to rejection, when it comes to failure, that I know are going to do incredible things, because if they get rejected or if they make a bad purchase or they make a mistake, they take it as experience. And that's what you need to do. You need to take things as experience. You need to take rejection as, hey, it just happens in this business. It happens in many, many businesses. You aren't going to go and find 10 suppliers and open up 10 profitable accounts. It just doesn't work that way. You're going to deal with rejection. You just have to keep looking. You have to keep going, and complaining about it or getting down about it isn't going to do anything. You can get down on yourself all you want, but you getting down on yourself or you complaining about it isn't going to create your business. It's going to lead to nowhere. All right, guys? So you need to learn how to handle rejection. All right, number 4. This is for my dreamers out there. You have false expectations and you have zero patience, okay? This business isn't a fantasy world, okay? This is a real business that takes real effort, that takes money to get started, right? So if you come to this business and you start with $500, which is very, very doable, remember, this is a business. Remember, this is an investment, right? You're investing in these products. If you start with $500 and you think that you're going to make $5,000 in profit in the first month, you're delusional, okay? That doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen. That might have happened back in the private label boom of like 2015 where it was so new and fidget spinners were all over the place. Okay, and you could find kind of a enormous product with huge margins like that. Okay, but that's very, very long time ago. You can't do that with private label. You can't do that with wholesale. You can't do that with arbitrage. It just doesn't work that way. Can you start a business with $500? Absolutely. You absolutely can. But you have to be realistic with what you're bringing to the table. Because if you're starting with $500, you're not going to be making $5,000 in a month. It's going to take time to grow that money. Remember, this is all investments, right? Don't look at this as reselling, right? Look at this as an investment, right? You're buying product A and you're getting a 20% return, right? You're buying product B and you're getting a 30% return. It's all investments, and that's the way you need to look at it. You need to look at it as a long-term play. If you start with more money, you're going to grow much faster, but you can definitely start with less. Just be realistic and have some patience. Patience is going to take you a long way. Don't think that you're going to come to this business model and you're going to be rich overnight. It doesn't work that way. You need to have patience and you need to have realistic expectations as well. All right, number 5, the most important one that I have for you guys is that you don't have a mentor, or you think you don't need a mentor, or you want to do everything on your own because, I'm going to stick it to the world, stick it to all those people running ads, that I'm going to do it myself. I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm not trying to sell you my mentorship or anything like that. You can find me as a mentor. You can find this YouTube channel as a mentor. You can find another course creator as a mentor. But in my opinion, you need a mentor. Trust me, guys, I did everything on my own. I learned everything on my own. I made a ton of mistakes trying to learn this business. And that's a very long, drawn out way, full of mistakes, full of losses, of a roadmap to follow to success. Now I feel very confident in my business. I feel very confident in what I'm doing, but it was a long process with a lot of lows. And when those lows were lows, they were lows. And the smart way to do it is to learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from people that have already done it. Learn from the mistakes that people have already made so you don't make those exact same mistakes. Why would you want to make those mistakes? Why would you want to take those losses when somebody has already done that? Like I said, you don't have to invest in me. You don't have to invest in somebody else, but you need a mentor. In my opinion, if I'm being realistic, you need a mentor. You need everything in one place. You need somebody who's always there. You need somebody to double check your products. Look at my student right here, Daniel. I double checked his products. He was about to make a $6,000 purchase order. And he double checked with me because he's my student. I'm his mentor. And I saved him $6,000. That would have been a huge mistake if he was trying to learn everything on his own because he hates all these gurus. He hates everybody marketing. If he would have done that, instead of paying a small fee for a course and a mentor, he would have lost $6,000. So having a mentor to guide you when you're about to make a mistake or kind of veer you in the right direction and help you is absolute key in creating a business. You learn everything off of YouTube anyway. Anything that I want to learn, I go on YouTube and I learn it, right? Why would you not do that with a business? It doesn't make sense to me. That mindset of everybody's out to scam me, they're not going to show me anything, I'm going to do it myself, it's just ridiculous. You can do it that way if you want, more power to you. But I advise against it because I did that, right? I'm telling you from my experience, I did that. It was a long process. It was very stressful. It was full of losses. Don't do that. If you're going to take any advice from me, I would suggest don't do that. And you can invest in whatever course creator you want. Maybe you have a friend that has already created a business. Learn from them, but you need a mentor. You name me one successful person on YouTube, in life, anywhere that hasn't had a mentor. Doesn't exist, right? Everybody's had somebody to show them the way, or everybody's had somebody to kind of guide them in the right direction, avoid mistakes, and all of that good stuff. And I think that's probably the number one reason why people aren't making money with Amazon Wholesale, Amazon FBA. It's because they don't think they need a mentor, or they just don't want a mentor, right? More power to you if you want to figure it out on your own, but take it from somebody who's been there. It's a long, drawn out process. So just be ready for that. All right, guys, so that's 5 reasons why I think you're not making money with Amazon FBA. But I don't want to just give you the mistakes. I also want to give you the solutions. Luckily, I've already made videos on these topics, kind of giving you the solutions. So just check down the description. I'll link them down below. There's a few videos out there that I cover solutions for these problems that you guys are having. All right, guys. And if you guys want to know how to do Amazon product research the wholesale way, then just make sure to check the video out on the screen and I will show you how to do that. I'll see you guys in the next video.